we go hard. Israel, we go hard. You can do your own thing, but you can't go hard. It's us. Israel, we go hard. Israel.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is Solution Speak, episode 12, recorded live for us, not for you, but live in Truth Fire Studios located in Nairobi, Kenya. This is episode 12. I mentioned that already. I don't know why I said it again, but I just felt like I should just put the emphasis on we've been doing this for 12 episodes now. Mm-hmm. I think 12 is like a magical number in a Bible somewhere. I remember somebody had like 12 sons. 12. They sold one into slavery. He came back and he was like that guy. I'm not going to say his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about.
If you don't, that's that.
Yeah, it really is. Anyway, I'm your host. The tall... I'm not dark, so I can't really put that on my name. I'm the tall, brown, and handsome guy. Yatzaliel. Nice to meet you. And I'm here with my little, adorable, nice, feminine, intelligent, smart, loving, kind, baking, cleaning, cook, clean,
Why sound like you
brains, bronze. I mean, the package plus a exclusive delivery. A code Nashamia.
What's up, guys?
A round of applause, y'all. I have to say, I'm her brother, and I'm like, wow. Some guy's gonna be lucky one day. But that day's not today. So, if you listen to us on a podcast streaming platform, give us a review, give us a like. If you listen to us on YouTube, give us a subscribe, a follow, a comment. You know, do the thing. You see the red little button, slap it, you know? Take your two fingers, boop, right there. Boop, boop. Real simple, you know? Hallelujah. So today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to read a couple quotes. And if y'all can guess the movie, there's no prize.
No, how about this? We do them a shout out.
Yeah. If you guess the movie and you comment it and you comment the name of the movie, we'll shout you out. I give you the most grand introduction ever known on earth. I promise you, people gonna think you and Jesus were best friends. I promise. So if you can get the name right, if you can like tag the name down in the comments, I give you the best shout out of your life. All right, Brady, read a couple not obvious quotes, Najamia. Don't be like, and Lion King said, like, don't. It's not Lion King also.
Okay, so this one. The real test for any choice is having to make the same choice again, knowing fully well what it might cost. That's a good one.
See, that's a good quote. All right, my turn, because you stole the good quotes.
That was a good one.
All right, bet. Let me see. I
don't think a lot of people is going to guess this, but I think we should do like the obvious one at the end.
Oh, no. This is the good one. If you can't figure this out, then...
That's crazy.
Ever have that feeling where you're not sure if you're awake or dreaming?
That's the one.
Already, see, and it's like with this kind of quote, you have to like make the mood real somber. You have to have that nice in your voice.
Okay, Benny.
Ever have that feeling where you're not sure if you're awake or still dreaming? That's
deep.
I've had that feeling before. It's scary, bro.
That is.
It's scary.
I think a lot of kids have that though, like, because when I was little, I used to
call me a kid.
No, I'm saying like it happened a lot when you were a kid.
All right, ready. Now give us the quote that's gonna like give them a little bit of something, but not too much. Because I still want this to be a bit of a, you know.
Okay,
this is the last one. This is the last one. If y'all don't get it,
this is the last.
This is the last one.
Okay, fine.
Final round. Fight. Yeah, should I do it with my nice voice? Because your voice just isn't given.
Shut up. Okay, right here.
Not clearing her throat.
I do not like the idea that I'm not in control of my life. Now, if you don't get this, I don't know what you've been doing all your life.
I have no idea.
I have no idea what you've been doing with your life.
So.
All right.
Anyway, y'all.
Wait, let's do a countdown so they could guess. Like, think about it for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So we're going to go from 5. What do you think we're going to do? 10? It's not a bomb. Come on.
So dumb.
All right.
Ready?
5, 4, 3. Did you forget the number? You forgot the number. I swear you forgot the number. You looked at me and was like 3. I'm like 4. What's wrong with you? You are 3. I heard that.
What happened? What?
Nah, don't lie. Don't
I'm
lie.
learning when my kids had to count back fast.
Oh, so you teaching kids and you don't know?
No, I'm saying I'm learning. I'm teaching kids how to count by fast.
I'm pulling my kids out.
5, 10.
Nah,
That's on my
I'm
brain.
pulling my kids out of that school tonight.
Anyways, let's go. 5, 4.
I thought you was gonna skip it again.
3, 2, 1.
You're the worst buzzer in human history. Yeah, she's dying. So like,
Shut up.
excuse her death. You know.
He's so dumb. Anyway, Yasilio, tell the crowd, tell the people.
All right, today. So like earlier, I think it was last week. So like last week, me and my sister, we decided we was gonna watch the Netflix, The Matrix over, and like when you watch it over and you kind of apply what's going on in the world today
To the movie. It's like crazy.
it becomes scary real. If you've never seen The Matrix,
What are you doing?
go home. Stop. Get some help. Because clearly you just haven't... There's no reason on earth you haven't seen The Matrix. There's no reason. And if you haven't, then God failed you. I'm just letting you know. God failed you. Your parents failed you. You failed you. You're a failure. Get some help. Do better. But for the people who did watch The Matrix, you know, us people who didn't live under a rock our whole lives, I feel like somebody that's going to watch this, that's going to listen to this, haven't seen The Matrix, and we just like crap it on them the whole time. It's so funny.
I mean, if you did it, I don't know what you've been doing all your life.
That is true. That's a good point. But, okay, Brady, go to the definition of The Matrix.
Okay.
I want an exact definition. And read it with some, like, with a little bit of...
With some quark.
No, don't.
But the definition on Oxford, it's not like the definition that we're looking for.
Okay, let me get a definition of The Matrix. The definition of The Matrix is where you're in a system, a program per se, where you aren't in control of the things that you do and the things that happen to you. So The Matrix, in a way, is kind of like, let's say the school system is a form of matrix, where people tell you what to do, when to do it, how to eat, when to eat, what to read, what not to read, what to think, what not to think, what think is cool. And it basically goes into your free will to think on your own. So one thing I did realize about even like even applying the Matrix concept to this day and age is people don't think for themselves. Mm-hmm. Like first thing, people get their source of information from TikTok, which has to be the saddest thing I've ever heard in my life. So you found it? Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, The Matrix. The Matrix is a virtual world that has been pulled over their minds to hide them from the truth. They are slaves now. Humans are grown. The dead are liquefied and fed to the living. What is that? Intravin? I don't know how to pronounce the word.
Where are you?
The last word. That's a very hard word.
Intravenously. New word.
Right. You gotta look that up. What that means.
See, I want to look it up
What
now.
that means.
Hold on. Look up. Here we go.
I don't like when people use hard words and they don't have
Into
to.
or by means of a vein or veins. See, the reason no one's ever known this is a medical term. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's basically, so you can you give a short definition of what is a matrix according to that definition?
According to the definition, it's a world put over your eyes where they're showing you the world that they want you to see. Mm-hmm. They show you, let me give you a good example, right? Mm-hmm. Afghanistan, Mexico are some of the most beautiful countries on this planet. But there's a system out there that makes you think, like, when you see Afghanistan on movies, Birdie, or any TV show, don't the sky always look yellow? Mm-hmm. Isn't there always just bombs flying and people look like they're in poverty? Mm-hmm. But People go to Afghanistan all the time. Brady, Afghanistan is mostly green. They have the biggest cave system on the planet. It has its own weather system inside of the cave. It's so tall, Brady, that I think one of the tallest buildings in the world that's in New York, the one that's in New York, I forgot what it's called. But that can fit in there and still not reach to the top.
That's wild.
Brady, Mexico, fam. Easily one of the most beautiful countries on the planet. But you see how they've made these places, like, every time you think of Mexico, you think like cartels, drugs, and this and that. And when they show, let's say like they show somewhere like America or the UK, they show just like, people, you can just, the land of the free, you can do all that you want, all your dreams can come true. Who do you like? And let me get a way better example. Africa.
I was just about to say that.
A whole continent full of more than 50 countries. I think it's like 102, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's not 102. I'm way off. But it's a lot of countries. There's a lot of countries in Africa.
There's a lot.
But they summarize everybody under this thing called Africa, or under the continent called Africa. And all they show is like some starving kids somewhere and some village somewhere. And let me tell you for a fact, being here in Nairobi, Kenya, fam, the way they show Africa to people in the world, you think you would never see white people over here. Bro, they over here, fam. They over here.
It's 54.
Why can't they take it? 50 hours. I was close. I said 50 something.
And then you went to 100.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know what was
crazy.
going on in my mind.
It's probably more than 54 though. It's just like people who haven't explored.
But white people, they the ones who broke it up, talking about this is Kenya, this is Uganda, this is Tanzania, this is Ethiopia. But what I'm saying is people have put a propaganda, or they put a form of matrix, a program over people's eyes, or when they think of Africa, all they think is like either slave trade, or they think of just poor people who don't have nothing, associated with not having water. Fam, I haven't gone thirsty a day I've been here. But you see, they tell you these things so they can benefit from them. That's a form of matrix. When they tell you, oh, you have to do this because if you don't, like they had a propaganda in the 90s, Brady. This is like, it's some of the most interesting things when you hear about when people like, when you think what is normal today, when you hear about where it started, it's interesting, Brady. They had a propaganda in the late 90s to enforce milk into people's homes. Brady, it was marketing on steroids, fam. You can't get big. Your kids don't develop. But Brady, before this, kids was developing fine. Without breakfast, without having milk in the morning. So they kept pushing this milk in the morning. You need to drink a glass of milk in the morning. It's like an American thing, So it's pushing it. And nobody ever asked why. They just did it because the government, the matrix people, Brady, they put it right over your eyes. You can't, it's like, you can't see where you're going. So I put a blindfold over you and I tell you go left. And so you go left. And with the blindfold on, I say go right. And then you go right. You never see the next step until I tell it to you. And you guessing what I'm doing is for the betterment of you is crazy when all I've done through history is tyrannize, kill, massacre, genocides everywhere I've been. And I'm telling you, Nishamia, trust me. Nishamia, trust me.
And then you listen like an idiot.
This computer program is for the better. It's for you. I'm doing this for you. And the thing about the Matrix, what you see is they had the when they were talking about when the computer program was talking, he was talking about the initial stages of it, where he just let humans be, and he figured humans were so easy to control, but as human beings, we have this innate consciousness. You can't wipe our minds like that. There's a feeling in your gut that something feels off. Something isn't right.
Right. And
you find out, I think that's something that our community, the rebels from the Matrix? I feel like that's our community. We those group of people that when somebody say, your whole life something's felt off. You're like, yeah. You feel like you can't put your finger on it. And when someone says, you've been lied to about everything you believe in, you go, that's it. And it's a scary feeling because you don't know how deep it goes.
It's
and to
like
what
jumping
extent.
into the unknown.
Exactly. And to
Jumping
what
into
extent.
that rabbit hole.
Yeah. And like, even like with the guy, he got the blue pill and the red pill. Like the blue pill is, man, you go back to your life. You know,
what happened.
you do your 9 to 5. You spend majority of your time on TikTok. You in debt, so you working with the bank. Your house is in foreclosure. The government is crazy. Inflation keep going up. So things is getting more expensive, and you live your life just chasing the bag, not knowing that the government isn't here to like give you the bag. They're not trying to help you. They're the ones pushing the bag away from you. And all those corporations and whatnot, they're not there to help you, but you so into the lie.
You said a matrix.
You so into the matrix. Now you have like they call it like the Agent Smith effect, where it's like you can't talk to other people about, because if I tell you, Shamir, do you think that like the government is making things just harder for us on purpose? They're like, no. The government loves us. This is our government. But I don't know. The thing about it is I think some people want to be lied to, but some people don't want to see the truth. You know, like if I'm benefiting from the whole Matrix thing, then it's like, oh, you know, they might be controlling everything, but at least my family's good. But majority of the people, fam, they so wrapped up in it, they don't have time to think for themselves. They gotta wake up. And even in Kenya, man, you see people just down this rabbit hole. And on the opposite side, on that red pill, you have to understand everything you've been told is a lie. And that's scary because everything might be like, oh, work, oh, money, oh, jobs, oh, family, oh, this and that. When it goes down to toothpaste, what's it called? Toilet paper, Brady. It's like they down to baby wipes, to baby powder, to baby formula. Brady, when you have to encompass everything is a lie. Like everything at some point in some way is designed to kill you. It's scary, man.
It is, but I think it's really crazy that like the whole world work on this platform that like every child, like you grow, you get out of school, right? And in different countries it's different, of course. You get out of school, you go to university, after university, start a family, have kids, like get married, like that's how the order of things. But like in that order, it's like all you are is just a slave to the system.
But you simplify that. Let me give you the real breakdown.
Simplified.
The breakdown is you get out of high school, right? You start in high school, so you doing your SATs. You want to get a good score, or whatever.
They push you to
they push you to get a good score. You go to university. Most people can't afford university, so you take out a loan, right? So now that depends on what you're doing. You're in debt, but you have doctors in debt $500,000. And you don't have a job. You in debt without a job.
With a degree.
So, for the next years of your life, you trying to get out of uni, finish uni, in debt, get a job, right? You get a job in uni, around the time around uni, between like 24-ish, 22, 20 to 24, to about 30, it's get married, have kids, right? Here's the thing, right? It takes people about 10 years to pay off their student loan debt. Now, add on to that, and at 10 years, you've now gotten married and had kids. In that time of getting married and have kids, you have to take a loan off on your house, a mashkanta, you have to take a loan off on your car. So now you're in debt 3 times. And it's going to take you about 30 years to pay off your house, about 5 years maybe, it depends on what kind of car you have, to pay off your car, and you still have to pay off your student loan debt.
That's passive income for the government. That's easy.
Birdie, the second you get out of uni, you're a slave to the system. There's no way you can get out of it because you getting more debt. Now you have to save for your kids' college fund and this and that and that. And that's saying if you in one of those high-end places or you like middle class. But for most people that's not middle class and not upper middle class, fam, there's no savings fund. There's no, I'm going to save this amount. Every amount of money, every cent you have is going back to the government. That puts you in this same situation. Tell me that's not the Matrix.
And guys, that's the Matrix.
And in the schooling system, they don't teach you how money works. Mm-hmm. They don't teach you about inflation. They don't teach you about LLCs and corporate loans and like taking loans off against your own company.
And the taxes part.
Yeah, they tell you to get a job, go work for somebody else. That somebody else is the same people that's making the same money that's putting in a government, and they doing it's the cycle. Mm-hmm. And it's like the little thing on a wheel. The wheel. What do you call it?
The guinea
pig. Right. The guinea pig on the wheel. Or the rat chasing the cheese.
Correct.
But the point is, you might get the cheese at 70, 80, 90 if you make it that far. Because here's the thing, Birdie. Let's say you do pay off your student loan debt. Let's say you do all of this stuff. You so stressed out in your life.
And unhappy.
And Birdie, guess what? Your food is killing you. Mm-hmm. Guess what? The air is killing you. Mm-hmm. Guess what? Your clothing is killing you. Mm-hmm. Guess what? the toilet tissue is killing you. Guess what? The toothpaste is killing you. Mm-hmm. So from food to toothbrushes.
We didn't even get to the part if you working out or not.
We didn't even get there yet. We didn't get to mental health. We didn't get to spiritual health. Mm-hmm. But all of these things are tied into one. And then, guess what? When you die, they still make money off of you. Right. Life insurance.
Right.
So, if you sit there and you listen to that and you're going, oh yeah, this is just a very good coincidence that the same people, I always tell people this, ready? I'm like, do you think it's a coincidence that the same people who give you medical care are the same people who give you the drugs, or the same people that know smoking is bad? When you have a doctor, Birdie, that smokes on her lunch break, and she giving you pills, and so they give you the same food, right? The companies that own the food companies are the same companies that own pharmaceutical and health and medical companies. Mm-hmm. Did you know that? And so, do you think it's a coincidence that the guys giving you crappy food that's killing you are the same guys that's making a profit off you getting sick?
Right. That don't make no sense. And even
you can't be the cure and the poison. I promise you.
You can even think of it more simple. How do so many people graduate from like any degree in medical field, like any degree of medical field, and people still getting so sick in the world? It's like that question that somebody once asked. I don't remember where you get this from, but they said, who is more smarter, or who would you
Who's
go
smarter? The guy that can cure you, or the guy who can prevent you from getting a...
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So the world is like in a like the world is in a cycle of really like to promote death.
No, it really
is. Like when you think about it, right? So, okay, let's think about it like this, right? Mother gets pregnant, right? Mm-hmm. She go to the doctor to get a checkup. Do you know that they give her shots and they give her different pills and stuff to so-called make the baby like okay and more healthy and stuff like that?
Baby's already okay.
Yeah, but they give them like pills and they have to take shots and all that type of stuff while the woman is pregnant. So that's already...
I'm going to the bake. I am. I swear.
So that's already a like red flag, right? Baby is born. Baby have to get shots again. They give the mothers different pills and stuff, I guess, for postpartum, right? And then as a child grows, you get more shots because they think of the flu and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But personally, I think that like those shots and stuff, they come with like later problems.
Yeah, side effects that they don't.
That's why a lot of people like have like different problems that like you really don't even hear of. Mm-hmm. And they be like, and then people be like, oh, this is normal. They be lying. And so like it goes all the way into the process of when you're an adult. And so when you're an adult, then those side effects start taking places, because when things happen, it don't necessarily happen the second like the second you take something or anything like that. Like it happens years because like your body is in progress and growing and all of that, right? And so like, and then right, you feel like something is wrong with you. So what you go do?
Go to the doctor.
You go back to the doctor, right? The doctor prescribe you with pills and stuff like that. Mind you, pills it's like a momentarily pain relief, I guess.
No, it's not. Yeah, but relief, buddy. If I shoot you in the foot and I numb your foot, it doesn't mean you aren't shot in the foot.
Yeah, and it's like it might heal you for a minute, right? But then it causes a whole nother problem.
So that's the thing,
it's
though.
like you just going right back. It's like you just rolling right back, falling down the stairs all over again.
Something Iman said was based on the amount of doctors that's in the world. It doesn't make sense why there are so many recurring clients. And my thing about that is somebody said something. I can't remember who it was, but somebody said something like, in order for hospitals to stay in business, not get you
a lot of people have to
get you healthy.
They have to be sick people.
They have to make recurring clients. So I might give you, but I might be able to make a pill that like let's say heals you, right? Let's say heals your arm, but then it kind of messes with your pH level. Now you got to come get something else to mess your pH level.
Constantly have
but
to take
this
stuff
might mess
every
up with your like lung. So I may fix something with your lung, and then it's like it does something to your liver.
And you constantly taking like 10, 12 pills every day.
And it helps, sense. And it helps the fact that you don't exercise, that you eat KFC, you eat Pizza Inn, you eat Domino's. Brady, everything, bro. I was trying to figure out something, and I was looking at my friend, and what I realized about her, literally, Brady, every single thing she ate at some point was gonna kill her. And I was trying to figure out, I was like, wow, it's really a race. So if she didn't die from this, the other thing was right behind it. And she didn't die from that. And how many times do you think somebody, a human body can do that? Because your body is made, first, your body is made to battle some serious stuff. Your body is constantly rejuvenating, constantly re-healing, constantly just reprogramming everything, cellular regeneration and whatnot. But how many times do you think your body can go through cancer of, like, let's say, the lungs, and cancer of the colon, then cancer of this, and prostate cancer, this and that? It's like, how many times before your body is like, you want us to die? Sawa. Okay.
Let's give up.
Let's give up, because clearly you just want to die. You've done things for the last 50 plus years, Birdie, that only contributed to like the worst shape of your life.
And it's not like you didn't even know, because honestly, I don't believe it. I don't know now.
No.
Nowadays,
in
I don't
2023,
ain't no
you cannot say I don't know.
Ain't no way. You can look it up on YouTube. Look it up on.
Bro, you can look it up. You can buy a book. You can do. Bro, there's so many things. And you know something I realized is people don't want the cure until they poisoned. Like if I told you, hey Nishamia, the things that you're doing is about to cure you, right? Take this to get rid of these effects, and you won't have to take the cure no more. You just keep doing this. Keep working out, Brady. Your heart is gonna be healthy. It's only when you have a heart attack, you come to me like, oh yeah, silly yeah.
What did you say?
What was you asking? Remember all those years ago you was telling me I should drink what? What was the recipe? And people called me like, hey, Ashley, what's the things in your shake again, man? My heart's been hurting a little since I've been taking this creatine and all these protein powders. They got like, Brady, they have enough caffeine to knock out an elephant, fam. Bro, these protein stuff is some of the great... Brady, they have this study that they say most bodybuilders and the stuff that they take in, and most people taking these crazy protein powders and all that stuff, most people aren't going to live past 25.
That's crazy.
And my friends just calling me at work out like, hey, bro, you know, my heart's been like pounding a little bit faster. Like, I feel like, you know, when I'm working out, my heart is pounding after I take my protein shake. I don't like it. I'm trying to get off that. You know, what was that protein thing? I'm like, you had to get there. And let alone the people that didn't make it to call me. Let alone the people I didn't meet. They don't know nothing about sesame seeds and chia seeds and moringa and fenugreek and spirulina. Brady, let alone those people who have no idea because they've been so... They in the Matrix, man. Mm-hmm. They believe if I want to get big, you know what I got to eat? White rice and chicken. White rice and chicken, Brady.
First of all, white rice really don't have no nutritional...
See, here's the thing. The thing about white rice is it's literally stripped of all nutritional value.
Exactly.
It's white, what you expect. But
it's so dumb.
The thing about it is white rice is stripped of all nutritional value. The chicken you bought, fam, isn't a chicken.
Right.
So, Brady, here's my question. What are you eating?
Right.
What are you eating? And who told you? And like, no one could ever who told you? And in order for you to get big, for you to get lean and all that stuff, you need to eat white rice and chicken.
Let me tell you, it's the media.
Oh yeah,
the media is like the plug to the Matrix.
But you saw that video. You saw that video I sent where every news station said the exact same thing.
I saw that
verbatim.
That is crazy.
The exact same wording. I said that's scary.
I'm telling you, it's the media.
Brady.
The media.
The place you thought you was gonna get the truth from. And here's what's so ironic about that. The place that you thought you was getting the truth from is the main one lying to you. And here's my thing though. Everybody has an agenda. Everything has an agenda. What was their agenda telling you that?
Right.
And if you take everything like that, what's your agenda telling me this? If you came to me like, yesterday, Salah was doing this, that, and the other. I'm like, why are you telling me this?
Right, why are you telling me this? Because people be having these ulterior motives.
Exactly.
Like, it's crazy.
And, you hear like these guys like the World Health Committee. Brady, first thing, listen. The World Health Commissioner for what country was it? It's some fat chick. Health.
Don't tell me you.
It's some fat chick, right?
That's like a workout trainer. If you not in.
Yeah, that's like.
Don't come over here talking about.
Don't tell me how to raise my dumbbells when you can't lift a 5 kilo.
Right, that's crazy.
When you was huffing and puffing just walking over here.
Right.
But Brady, it's real crazy because you hear these guys talk about like the World Health Committee talk about depopulation. And here's the interesting way they talk about doing it, Brady. They say they'll make things way more expensive than they need to be. So the people at the bottom, the very bottom, which is most people, gonna have to die off so the next generation can have more. But thing is like, you just authorize yourself to kill billions of people. Just because they don't fit the criteria that you made. So Brady, in short, that's like, there's food, but I'm going to starve you to death so my children's children can live longer and have a better future. But you have to die first. You didn't volunteer to die. You didn't ask to die. Matter of fact, you want to live. You're trying to figure out why the heck is things so expensive. But I made it expensive. Not that it needs to be expensive, but I made it expensive. So... Because I feel like, I was talking, I ain't gonna call her name, but she was talking like, there's too many humans on Earth. And I said, I said, Rax.
Not Rax.
That's a dark thought. Because here's the thing, if you go about that philosophy
you just like
of too many humans on Earth, people talk about abortions. Like, people talk about intentional abortions. Like, if you feel like you get pregnant, abort. If you think you're pregnant, abort. We don't need no more people on Earth, Brady. I said, that's
what your friends said?
That's a genocide, fam.
Oh, that's dark. You need to stay away from whoever that is.
Dark, fam. And you hear people talk like that, like, it's not enough space, it's not enough food, we need to get rid of people.
That's a very low vibration, Mike.
But here's the thing,
stay away from
they only talking about a specific amount of people. Here's the kicker. Brady, what color of people do you think that they, for the last 100 years, have put as the minority of the minority, the poor as the poor?
So that's black, Mexican.
Brady, it's people that look like me and you,
Arabs.
fam. Exactly. Not Arabs. You guys got cake.
Not all of them. But
of course. But what I'm saying is, so basically, I've made a whole race of people in my country. Let's say like per country. The poorest people in America are probably minorities. Are minorities. So now they're talking about we need to get rid of just the poorest of the poor people. What do they look like, Brady? What do they look like me and you? Oh, that's just too bad. What an unfortunate coincidence that they look like me and you, knowing that I've made everything is structured in that way. I heard about like there's talking about how they make rent to
so high
in poor black neighborhoods. So like I can't even buy a house. I can't even afford that. I can't afford rent. And it's like, if you that dumb to think that all of this is a coincidence, that everything that's like a government is doing is a coincidence, bro, you in the Matrix. You one of them people who believe that, oh no,
the government is gonna say
they would never do that, Birdie.
They will never do that.
They would never do that.
That's so crazy.
This is America. Birdie, this is the land of the free. This is the land of the free. This is the land of the great. This is the land of, kindergarten shootings. You know, Birdie, this is the land of serial killers. America has the highest rate of serial killers in the world.
Don't mistake us. We're not only talking about America, because this is worldwide.
Bro,
like,
the whole Western society, man.
Worldwide. Like, even in Israel, like, they literally...
Israel's in the West, fam. Israel and America, there's no difference.
Israel is, like, besties.
I want to say...
They literally, like, in Israel, they literally just deporting people who aren't Jews, basically. I promise you. That's literally their motive. Like...
How that saying go? Birds of the same feather flock together. Exactly, fam.
You know what they say? 2 bad apples in a basket make them all bad.
No, but I'm saying, dude, like, all of that is a Matrix. So, you know what's the funny thing is when people think of, like, when you say terms like the Matrix or heaven,
it sounds so
out there.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, machines is flying around.
Are they?
But it's like, bro, the point of the Matrix was like, he said, I remember this specifically. He said at some point in the 21st century, human beings were so amazed by the discovery called AI. And I went, oh God, Rags. Brady, guess what's been popping these last couple of months?
AI shows.
AI, art, AI, Brady, liquid text and free speech and this and that. Brady, they have AIs that can write whole YouTube, what do you call them? Like scripts and every...
I heard my...
people not even creative no more. But the point is that AI is getting smarter and knowing how to do more. So people are programming...
That means humans is getting dumb.
No, it's not that humans are getting dumber. It's
lazy.
Just that humans are getting humans are lazy. I ain't gonna say are lazy. Some humans are lazy, and they're letting AI do all the work. So, Brady, if I program you to do everything I know how to do at some point, aren't we just as smart? But here's the difference. You have to go read to get smarter. AI has direct access to the World Wide Web, Brady. The internet, fam. I can just download data. It'll take you thousands, hundreds of years maybe, to get everything on the internet. I can download it on a hard drive, upload it to myself and go, boop, okay, now I know it.
Chuck.
Brady.
It's like Chuck.
This isn't even counting people's personal information that you didn't add it to that AI art thing. You saw that? You saw what happened with the AI art? You now give up all rights to your face. So this program can use your face for anything they want.
Where is that at? Is that cartoon thing?
No. Yeah, the cartoon thing that people was doing that went crazy, blew up like overnight. Yeah, that. The terms and conditions say you now give up all copyright to your face. Whatever image you uploaded, right? You upload your images and they make AI art out of it. But in doing that, you've now given up all rights to your face, all rights to the images, and all rights to that. So whatever images you uploaded, if it was your face, they can now legally have full access to your face and do whatever with it, and you not get paid a cent, a dime. They don't owe you nothing. You know why? Because you've given up all rights to that.
That's crazy.
Bro, it's insane. And people so
caught up in a matrix.
Oh my gosh, it looks so nice.
Do it
I look
now.
like a princess. I look like a princess. Now when your face end up on the most wanted because you didn't commit somebody with your face that committed a crime and uploaded your picture, they're like, oh no, oh that's crazy.
That's not me.
That's not me. It is you. There's no difference, buddy. You ever seen that deep fake stuff? AI is doing deep fake, bro. They turning 2000. You know GTA, the old GTA. You couldn't see people's faces. AI reprogrammed the whole thing to make it look like real people.
Oh, is that what somebody was doing on? I saw some YouTube short, and then this guy was playing GTA, right? And then he had that new upgraded one, but they said that it cost a lot of money. Like, it cost a lot of money for him to do that. I was like, oh, that's crazy.
Let me show you,
Man, this world is different.
bro.
It's so different from how we grew up, I promise.
It really is.
I promise. I just think back sometimes to how we grew up, and I'm like, dang, well, the world definitely changed. Like, the subtle world.
But it's insane, fam. I really don't know.
That's wild. It's scary. Yo, and have you heard about the clones they been having? I said that is crazy. Man, they really about to create a real and it's not like they not even about to lie to you. They not lying.
Wait, look at this.
They show all of this stuff up in the TV.
From this, AI did this.
That's crazy.
Dude, you know how real this is?
That's very realistic.
That's insanely real, fam.
Y'all look up. What did you look up?
GTA characters have been brought to life by AI.
Look that up, y'all. Y'all go see for
But it's
yourselves.
scary,
That's
fam.
scary.
The deep fake thing where the guy is like talking like Morgan Freeman, and then he's talking like Andrew Tate, and he's talking like President Biden, then he's talking like Donald Trump. But all in the same sentence. AI is just changing their voice based on a data that they fetched from the internet. Just local YouTube videos, buddy. I'm
That's
telling you, bro.
wild.
This is something else. Like what this world is going to. It takes me back to that book, 1984. Bro, some books are timeless. Some books are like before their time. Also, that's one of them books that's before its time. Because if you released a book like that today, it'd been like, oh, bro, anything new? What's a smartwatch, buddy? What's a smartphone? That's normal. But he wrote it in 1948, right? Or 38. Talking about 1984. Ready? You saw those predictions of what people predict what the future look like? Like scientists try to predict like what 2022 was gonna look like, or
Really?
bro, it's so interesting. They had it all wrong. It's quite funny,
What did they think?
but they think it was gonna be like flying cars and stuff.
Everybody thought flying cars for so long. Like when everybody asks, "What did you think the future is gonna be?" Flying cars. Like
Flying
we're so
cars.
excited about flying.
But planes are flying cars, though. That's the thing. Planes are literally flying cars.
I mean, I think they just have the image of a car flying.
Exactly, but the dynamics of a flying car is a plane. Think about it.
Sort of, kind of.
Think about it.
I mean, sort of, kind of.
What is a car? You sit down, you push the gas, you go.
I mean, it's
What's a
basically
plane?
car, but I'm saying the image of a car is what people predict. That's what they see. But I don't think that would be possible unless you put some wings on a car, like a plane, basically.
And it becomes a plane.
Yeah, so.
But
okay.
I think it's real interesting how people don't see it. People don't see the wall or like the blindfold on their eyes. And then I think people who meet the kingdom, I see this effect that the kingdom has on people. Is when you come into the kingdom, when you meet people in the kingdom, it's like the blindfold get pulled down just a little bit. And the thing about it is there's like this domino effect. Where like a little bit becomes a lot.
One thing's up.
From the things you eat, to the things you listen to the things you watch, to the things you think, to the things. And now you have to question, was everything a lie? And it's a scary question because the answer is scarier. Because you have to want to know the answer.
And you have to be humble enough.
You have to be humble enough to go, oh my God, I don't know nothing.
Right.
I don't know how to eat. I don't know what to drink. I don't know what to use to wipe my butt. Like, right, when Mandem said that toilet paper is killing me, I couldn't believe it. I'm out here thinking, I'm vegan my whole life. I'm not about to catch no crazy cancer from eating some crazy food. Turns out, Brady, I've been progressively getting, prostate cancer? Just by wiping my butt. I'm like, oh my God. Me trying to be sanitary. Me trying to be clean. I'm killing myself. Brady, it's a plan. It's an agenda, fam.
Really
we gonna get you one way or another.
It get you from a child with a baby wife. Something like that.
Brady, we get you one way or another, but we getting you, fam.
That's crazy.
That's scary crazy. Cause then if you can go to toilet paper, it's like, oh my God.
You're taking us all out.
Brady, there's no extent you aren't gonna go to. Like there's no limit to this. You don't care. You one of them in any what was it? How you say this? It's like by any means necessary. Any means necessary, I'ma get you. So like, what do you? I know for me personally, I have to look at everything twice. Everything, people, institutions, everything. I look at everything from a very logical, from a very non-matrix perspective, and that kind of helps me navigate. So like, how do you navigate through that, or through knowing that? Like, how do you navigate through knowing that potentially everything about everything at some point is designed to kill you? Is designed by somebody to kill you.
I try to look at both point of views.
What do you mean?
I feel like looking at both point of views of things always give me the correct perspective. Like, it's like you weighing the pros and cons. What promotes life and what promotes death. That's how my man goes.
That's a real simple way of looking at it, though.
I mean, it's simple, straightforward. You can't go wrong with it.
It's not complicated.
You can't go wrong with it.
It's just gonna kill me. Yes or no? Tell me now.
Yeah, and it's not like you don't really have to like think that deep about it most of the time either. It's just like boom. Is it gonna heal? Is it gonna bring me life? Or is it gonna just bring me death?
Yeah, choose life.
That's just how I go by life. That's what people. That's what. Like just my surroundings. That's what society. That's what I choose to put in front of my eyes. Like what I choose to watch. It's like even on Instagram. Like Instagram can be used for very bad things. Like it can be very soul sucking.
Distracting.
Yeah, very distracting, soul sucking. Like it could be very rough, okay? Now me, I choose to use my Instagram very wisely, okay? Now if y'all know my page or not, my name is Nishami Breeze on there. Okay? And so my Instagram basically is about just about like spreading positivity, spreading awareness of like different emotions people go through. And so because I write poetry, and so like that's what I have my Instagram page for. Now the people that I follow on Instagram, they all promote life. I don't follow nobody that don't promote life. If you're not doing nothing with your life, I am not following you. I promise I'm not. And that sounds real rough.
You're a distraction.
But like a lot of people, like they just be so distracting. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Not even like that.
I unfollow even people in my class, bro, because like y'all not really doing nothing.
You ain't doing nothing that
nothing that like inspire me or like, you know, something that just make me smile, make me happy to see, like, you know, it's nothing like that. So and it's not even nothing personal. I just gotta do it for my own self because I love myself.
I had to get out the Matrix. You still in the Matrix?
I am not in the Matrix, my guy. Okay.
I'm not saying them.
No,
I'm not saying you.
No,
I'm saying
I know.
them.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I'm like, I am not in a Matrix. I'm not gonna live through you. I'm not gonna fall into that rabbit hole of what you're doing and what people want me to like. I don't want to be in that circle where I am being controlled by someone because of this is their perception and this is their plan for me. Like that's not where I am in life. And that's not where I'm going to be. Like that's just not where I'm gonna be. No.
I think the goal is to be free.
I am free.
Like that's something people realize about money. Is people don't want money. People want the things that money can buy. And what money buys is freedom.
Money is value. It's value. Upon that, whoever that person is, they put value on money.
No, but the thing, I was talking to Awa about this, and what I was telling him, I was like, people put money in this high regard, but money isn't what they want. Because you can have, like, something something Andrew Tate said. He was like, you have guys at, like, big corporations making millions of dollars a month, and they're not free. Because they can't say, oh, I think men should be with women. Or I think boys should identify as boy. Like, there's only two gender, like, stuff like that.
There's no real freedom.
Exactly. There's no real freedom. So all the millions of dollars, the second you speak the truth,
is
gone. That's not freedom. So all the money in the world doesn't buy you that freedom. Mm-hmm. But it's only when you're able to work outside of that system and still sustain yourself and still maintain the things that money can buy, which is that freedom, only then are you free. But the trick is, you should be that free with yourself regardless if you had the money or not.
Right.
And something Veggie was saying, he was like, regardless if I had $1 billion or no dollars, if you ask me something, is it right or wrong, I'd tell you the truth regardless if I had the money or not. Mm-hmm. Regardless of the consequences, regardless of the circumstance. Because the truth is the truth regardless. Facts are facts, and they don't care about your feelings. Mm-hmm. It's really that simple. If it's the truth, speak the truth. Mm-hmm. If it's not the truth, bending to somebody's rules to get some benefit that they have that you want isn't going to make it any less the truth. You can't tell me, Yataliel, I'll give you $1 billion if you say, like, oh, there's like 72 genders. I'd be like, hey man, look, you can keep your $1 billion.
Right.
Because regardless of the truth, I know there's only two, fam. You can't convince me to tell my kids, oh, Yataliel Jr., when you go out there and you see somebody that look like a dude, and it's not a dude, but they look like a dude, it's not a dude, it's not a dude. What? Abba, what you talking about? I don't know. Because then you don't believe it also. And that's the thing, though. I think people's willpower is just taken away from them to a point where they don't care. They're, like, numb to everything. Mm-hmm. Like, they're numb to the truth also. And, like, you almost, like, demoralize people where it's like, if I told you the truth right now, Brady,
it wouldn't even know.
Where most people these days, Brady, they so caught up into everything that if I shove the daggone cure down your throat, you take it out and take more poison. And you'd go, oh yeah, this is good for me.
It was like those dumb people, they get saved and then they go,
oh yeah, it tastes good.
They sue you like you
based on these basic emotions, Birdie. It tastes good. It makes me feel happy.
Or does it?
It makes you feel happy. That's what your life is running off of.
It's so momentarily, like,
your life is running off what makes you feel happy
in a moment.
Not even in the moment, happy in general. What makes you feel happy 9 times out of 10, like, if it's bad for you, that happiness, Birdie, like I said, people want to be lied to. They know it's bad for them. It's like going back to that ex. You loved them so much, but they didn't did you so dirty. But you found yourself like, oh, I just want to be hugged. I just want to be loved.
And you go right back.
So you go right back to them. So you take like that subpar emotion, and then you feel it with everything that you feel.
And my thing about that is like, it don't be with somebody that you like have a real connection to, like, because I realize
it's all fake.
Yeah, like a lot of people mess themselves up with the perception of like when they don't really love themselves properly, and so they always go back and mess stuff up even more than things were before. So it's kind of messed up.
Man, I was talking to Denise today, man.
So who?
Denise. It's like, yo. This is a deep conversation, man. It was one of the best conversations I've had in a minute with the boys, because even, like, we don't hang out as much, we don't talk as much, whatever, we all busy. And we had one of them conversations that stuck with me. He said something that's so interesting, and this might be a little off topic, but I really want to tell you this, because I feel like this is something about you also. He was like, people say reach to the stars. People say shoot for the stars and aim for the moon. But it's like the things we go for are galaxies far away. I was like, we shooting for the galaxy. We shooting for that next universe. And he was like, we get so far out there that we don't see the distance between us and Earth. We don't see how far we've gone from Earth. We don't take a moment to look at the view. So we think, oh my gosh, I have like 1,000 light years to go. Little do you know, like you 1,000 light years away from Earth also. So like right in the middle. You almost there, but it seems so far. And I feel like when you pursue something like that, happiness is like, who needs to be happy?
Happy is the process.
Happy is the process. Dad, you just said something so interesting, Birdie. I just learned that last week. Like I was telling somebody, was like, I don't let myself be happy because I should be happy at the end of everything. And she was like, you know, Leo, you should find happiness in the process of pursuing whatever that is. And I was like,
I've been told you that. You
shut up,
act like, I promise, people is so interesting. You would tell them something 1,000 times, and then this next one person tell them, wow, I've been so enlightened. Like, wow. If you don't get out of here.
No, but what I mean to say by that is that you can only achieve something like that thinking for yourself. Like I can't tell you that. I can't tell you.
You can't force.
I can't tell you, Nishamia, this is what's meaningful to you. I can't tell you, Nishamia, this is what you should value. You should value fat people. You should love people for who they are and not for who they could be.
Right.
That's the matrix. That's enforcing my ideals on you. But when it comes to you thinking for yourself, you go, wow, I really enjoy like nurturing a young kid's mind, a young child's mind, making them the best version of themselves before they even know who that is yet. They already love that version of themselves.
Right.
And only you can discover that through your own free will. And I don't call it, the reason I don't want to call it free will is because they have this theory that future you is guiding you to be the best version of yourself. So future you puts like things in front of you, even different obstacles in front of you, so it can get you interested in who you meant to be. Remember that thing I asked you about true hell? That stuck with me to this day. I still think about it. True hell is when the person you are, I mean, like, true hell is at the end of life, when you're dead. Is when the person that you are meets the person you could have been.
That's so scary, bro.
Yes. Birdie, you have to live, you have to die with that, live with that, whatever you want to do with it. You have to be with that for the rest of eternity, knowing in this lifetime, you could have been everything. You could have built a school. You could have opened a daycare. You could have done all this stuff. But all you did with your time, Nishamia, we was on TikTok.
Yes, I'm so against it.
Nishamia, you made TikTok videos for 7 seconds, Brady. You was half naked. You did an OnlyFans, Brady. Your contribution to your past, to your heritage, to your bloodline was TikTok videos half naked dancing.
That's so crazy.
For little scorny 14-year-olds.
It ain't like you doing a funny video to make people's day.
But bump that, Brady. It's like, that's
all you have to offer.
That's all you have to offer to your bloodline. People who survived slavery, people who survived riots and this and that and making it and living, and all for you to be here. For you to be sucked into a matrix of people telling you, do you know what you should do, Nishamia? TikTok's half naked. We're going to give you, right? And bro, this is a proven algorithm fact. Well, for your first couple of videos, they boost your numbers up. And then it goes dry. Up until your 20th video, then they boost it again. And then it goes dry again. So they give you like those dopamine rushes. Every time you're like, oh my gosh, a million views. Oh my God. And Brady, guess what? Don't let that be the video you was half naked. Don't let that be the video your butt was out. And somebody's like, yeah, in the comments, they're like, oh my gosh, female independence. We beating the patriarchy, Nishamia. This is modern woman. You're doing it big. You're doing you. I'm happy for you. Body positivity, Birdie. Body positivity. You half naked. And now you're doing that for the rest of you're doing that for the next 5 years of your life.
Right.
You've wasted 5 years of your life, Birdie.
You could have been building.
You could have been building something. But guess what? You're now like demoralized. Your attention span is of a goldfish. Because you can't stand nothing for less than 7 seconds.
Like Dory.
I'm telling you, you and Dory best friends.
Besties. If you can remember.
And I'm gonna say, if you can remember that. Mm-hmm. But it's all programmed. It's all for a reason. Because, Birdie, if your attention span is for 7 seconds, I have you like this all day. Mm-hmm. Fam, I could run tricks around you. Mm-hmm. I can get rid of half of the Earth's population without you even noticing. Mm-hmm. And you think all that is just a little coinky-dink?
Right. You think that's a little glitch?
Just a little glitch in the system of, oh my gosh, I never knew that was going to happen if I did that. It's like you saying, oh my gosh, Nishamia, I never knew if I lit a fire, put my hand in it, I was going to get burnt. I had no idea. Ready? I had no idea.
Man, y'all stop living in the Matrix.
Bro, you
Get
have
out
to.
the system.
Like Nishamia said, everything in your life is this life-giving? Is this truth? Is this, even that, is this in alignment with the person I'd want to be?
Right there, baby. That's how you do that.
Quote of the day. Simple. By Akiatiliyo.
That's literally what I said last.
Nishamia, let me have this. Is what you're doing every day in alignment with the person that you want to be?
Tomorrow, even.
Even tomorrow.
That's how I go by life, honestly.
And if you orient your life like that,
you'll be more happier.
It's meaningful. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna be real honest. It's hard.
It is, but it's worth it.
It's really hard, and it gets lonely. Mm-hmm. Cause most times you by yourself. Mm-hmm. Not everybody want to build.
Right.
Not everybody want a sustainable relationship. Mm-hmm. Not everybody want to be the best version of themselves. Mm-hmm. Some people just aren't there yet. And I don't know. This is something I was talking to Taki about today also. It was like it's a little sad. Like it hurts a little bit when you by yourself like that.
But then it's back to what you were saying. You have to enjoy the process.
You have to enjoy the process.
When you by yourself, you get to know yourself way more than you would ever have if you was with somebody else.
Facts, man.
All right?
Yeah.
In closing, get out the matrix.
You can do your own thing, but you can't go hard. It's us. It's where we go hard. It's where we go hard. It's where we go.